If you have ever replayed an old conversation in your head at 2 a.m. and wondered, what is wrong with me? This video is for you. We're going to talk about where that voice came from, why it won't shut up, and how to begin, slowly, gently, to put that voice down. Stay with me. Today, we're not doing a pep talk. We're not doing affirmations in the mirror. We're getting honest. Because self-worth isn't something you paste on top of yourself with a sticky note. It grows when the part of you that learned you were too much, too loud, too needy, or too sensitive finally feels safe enough to put down the weight it has been carrying. 2 things before we start. First, this work isn't linear. Some days you'll feel brave, and other days your body will pull you backwards. Both are part of the healing. Second, you don't have to do anything dramatic. Small, consistent somatic shifts beat big breakthroughs every time. Let's begin. Part 1. Where self-worth actually lives. Most of us misunderstood self-worth when we were young. We thought it was something we had to earn through grades, performance, being agreeable, being thin enough, quiet enough, or useful enough. But self-worth isn't a grade. It isn't a personality trait. It's a felt sense within your body. It's the way your shoulders drop when you walk into a room. It's the way you can say no without rehearsing it 17 times. It's the way you can rest without earning it first. That felt sense of self-worth wasn't taught. It was either modelled to you or it wasn't. If it wasn't, and for many of us it wasn't, then you absorbed a different lesson. You learned that love was conditional, that visibility was risky, that your needs were a problem for other people. And your body kept the score. Long before you had words for what was happening, your nervous system was already deciding, is this safe? Can I be myself here? What do I have to do to belong? That decision became your personality, your people-pleasing, your perfectionism, your over-explaining. It wasn't a flaw, it was a survival strategy. And that is the beginning of healing. It's not blaming the strategy, but recognising it for what it is. A child's brilliant adaptation to an environment that wasn't built for them. Part 2. The core wound underneath. Most people carry 4 to 5 core wounds. They show up dressed as different problems, but underneath they rhyme. Let me name them. See if any of these land for you. I am too much. Perhaps you learned that your feelings, your voice, your body, your expression was too much or overwhelmed the adults around you. I am not enough. Perhaps you learned that love was performance-based. You could never quite do it right. I am unlovable as I am. Belonging felt earned, never given. I am responsible for other people's emotions. Perhaps you became the thermostat in your family, sensing the mood and adjusting yourself to keep the peace. I don't belong. Perhaps there was a move, a divorce, a separation, or a feeling like the odd one out. Perhaps you learned that home was not your place. You probably nodded or agreed with one of those, maybe 2. You might have felt it in your chest or your stomach or in the place behind your sternum. That sensation is your body remembering. It's not a thought you can think your way out of. Healing a core wound is not an intellectual project. It's a felt project. You have to bring the wound into a regulated space and stay with it. And you could do this just by simply being with yourself and reminding yourself that you are safe and you are well and you belong. This is when the wound begins to loosen its grip. Let's do a quick check-in. I'm going to read 4 statements. Pick the one that hits hardest. Don't overthink it. Your body usually knows before your brain does. Number 1. When someone is upset near me, I automatically scan for what I did wrong. Number 2. I'd rather be invisible than risk being judged. Number 3. I have to earn rest, joy, or even a slow morning. 4. If I share the real me, people will leave. Pick one. Just notice what came up. This is your doorway in. Part 3. How healing actually happens. Now, the part nobody tells you. Healing isn't a moment. It's a nervous system experience. It's happening in your body every time you choose to stay with a feeling instead of abandoning yourself. 3 practices I return to in my own work and that I guide my clients through is 1. Slow down before you speak. Notice when your chest tightens, your jaw clenches, your breath gets shallow. That is your body saying, a younger part of you just took the wheel. Place a hand on your chest or belly, lengthen your exhale, then and only then respond. Number 2, reparent the small moments. You don't need a therapist in the room to do this. When you notice yourself flinching at a loud voice, when you freeze in conflict, or when you apologise for having a preference, pause. Speak to that part the way a loving adult would. Of course you want that. It's okay to want that. You don't have to earn it. 3. Find a felt sense instead of a thought. This is a somatic practice. When the old story shows up, for instance, I'm too much, I'm not enough, or I don't belong, don't argue with it. Place both hands somewhere on your body that feels safe. Breathe into that place. Ask, what does this part of me actually need right now? The answer is rarely logical. It's usually something like to be seen, to be held, or just to be told that it's okay. And then give it what it needs, slowly, patiently, without a deadline. Part 4. What healing looks like over time. Healing is sneaky. It doesn't usually arrive as fireworks. It looks more like saying no without a 3-paragraph explanation, letting someone be disappointed and surviving it, resting before you're sick, crying and not making yourself wrong for it, looking in the mirror and just being there, not fixing anything. One day you'll realise you haven't apologised for existing in a while, that you walked into a room and didn't check for the exits, and that you said what you meant and the world didn't end. That is self-worth, not a fault. It's a way of moving through your world that your nervous system finally feels safe to live in. And you don't have to be there yet. You're still allowed to be in the process. Healing isn't a finish line. It's a relationship that you build with yourself, one small act at a time. If this resonated with you, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I'd love to know if anything came up for you. If you want to go deeper, I have a free community in the description. This is all about nervous system regulation, healing our wounds, and coming back to pure self-confidence and self-worth. Thank you for being here. You are never too much, and you are always enough.